Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Downtown Ayia Napa, the extravaganza continues. And I'll tell you what, today is an absolute spectacality of a day indeed. Yes, it's still very, very warm, but there's a slight breeze and a bit of a haze, by the way, coming in off the blue Mediterranean Sea. It really is a beautiful, beautiful day indeed. Do you want to feast your eyes and digest as far as the Ayia Napa Marina? That's just over yonder. This is one of the fabulous little areas where you can come and perhaps go on a jet ski, go parasailing, go on a dinghy, perhaps a pedally, or get towed around on one of those spinning floating things that makes, of course, your whole day absolutely spectacular. But the views are quite simply to die for. Downtown Ayia Napa, right at the peak of the summer season. August has just begun and it's all looking absolutely spectacular. There's some parasailing going on in the distance. I'm going to take you on a little adventure into the Ayia Napa Harbour, and I'll tell you what, if you are looking for a great place to come for a whole day, yes, we're from Paphos, and yes, we love Paphos, and lots of people like to come to Paphos, but now and again people do like to deviate and perhaps come to the other part of the island of love, and of course the holiday capital of Cyprus, that is downtown Ayia Napa. On that note, a big shout out to Lord of the Lee and of course his girl Lady Vicky. They're in Ayia Napa as we speak. Of course, we had the great honour to celebrate Lord Lee's birthday in the Hard Rock Cafe. All the gang was there, all the crew, Princess Layla, yeah, Princess Kaylee, of course all the parents and all the friends were there as well. I tell you what, we had an absolutely fantastic night. Some other people who've got a soft spot in the heart for Ayia Napa, of course Baroness Lillian, and of course the man of her dreams, Baron Frank, and they're coming back to Ayia Napa pretty soon. But of course they'll be coming back to see us in Paphos in the new year. So don't forget, if you are looking for a spectacality of a place indeed, somewhere in Cyprus is definitely waiting, especially for you. You may have noticed that the sky is looking blue. The sea, yeah, a bit chopsy-mopsy, but it's looking very, very blue indeed. Mr. Paul, I think you may have guessed it, he's dressed head to toe in blue, so that must mean one thing: all that is missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Ayia Napa, the island of love, Cyprus, we're all waiting, and we are, especially for you. Feast your eyes and digest. Imagine standing right on the coastline in downtown Ayia Napa looking at that. It's the kind of place that takes all of your troubles away, and of course you can relax, perhaps for that weekend, perhaps for that week, perhaps for that fortnight, or perhaps even for the rest of your life. It really is a great place, by the way. I say we love Paphos very, very much indeed. That's why we set up camp in Paphos. But now and again, it is nice to go on an adventure, isn't it? So keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me, and we will take you on our little adventures in and around Cyprus. The plan every couple of months is to go somewhere for a weekend or perhaps 4 or 5 days and take you guys with us. It could be Limassol, it could be Larnaca, could be Ayia Napa, but it's certainly got a place in my heart, and I think Priscilla Booth has fallen in love with the place as well. We're now about to approach the main harbour area, and of course if you want to go on a boat or two, this is where you would come. And what struck me about the area of Ayia Napa, it really is set up for the tourists because everything is so close together, from the shopping area to the main harbour area, and of course to the boat trips area. So if you're looking for a boat trip, this is where you come. Downtown Ayia Napa Harbour, and normally there's a big black boat parked up there called the Black Pearl. That's the fun ship, that's the pirate ship. If you want to go and get some information about that, only the other day I was speaking to a young lady called Nina, and she gave us the ups and the downs and all the pros and cons of you guys if you want to go on the Black Pearl. And of course here comes the Ocean Queen back into the Ayia Napa Harbour. Looks to me as though there's one or two guys had a great time indeed. Spectacality of an area indeed. Downtown Ayia Napa Harbour, lined with bars and restaurants, and of course one or two boats that could be waiting especially for you. There's the Vassos restaurant, established in 1962, and of course if you're sitting there supping on a pint, perhaps biting on something, look at what you get to look at. The Yellow Submarine, the Ocean Queen. There's a lot of boats here, that's for sure. There's the Scuba Cat in the distance, and there's the Scuba Princess. And of course we can't forget all these fishing boats, because of course it is an actual working harbour. So perhaps if you want a fresh fish, get down here very early in the morning, and when these fishermen come back into town, maybe you could cross their palm with €1 or two, and maybe, just maybe, they might give you that super fresh sea bass or something that they may have caught on their travels out over there in the blue Mediterranean Sea. Come on, let's keep going and let's see what we find along our way. Plenty of boats. As I was saying, these are the fishermen's boats. Some of them are quite nice, aren't they? Oldie worldy, and often they've been in the families for generations. And of course they go out pretty early in the morning and come back early in the morning as well, by the way. Probably way before you and I have got out of bed. And of course they're coming back into port with that catch. Most of that catch of course goes to the restaurants, but as I've said, maybe you could cross their palm with a couple of euros, and just maybe they may allow you to get a bit of fish or two. And of course you can get some chips to go with it, and some bread and butter, and some nice tartar sauce. There's another big boat coming in, and it's called the Discovery. Let's go and have a look at it. Full of people, and they're all having a great time, there's no doubt about that. Well, perhaps not now because they're coming back into port, but it certainly appears that they have had a fantastic cruise indeed. There they are. So if you want to discover the blue Mediterranean Sea off the coastline of downtown Ayia Napa, that could be one of the boats that you go on, the Discovery. And look, it's all decked out in blue, especially for you. Could be that cruise of a lifetime, like I was saying. We've got the Yellow Submarine over there, and of course we've got the Nemo submarine as well. All the guys are waving us. They've had a great day indeed, that's for sure. And of course just over there, as I said, coming into shore is the Ocean Queen. And again, there's one or two people who had a great time indeed, there's no doubt about it. And look, there are people parasailing into Ayia Napa, because they understand that Ayia Napa is the party capital of Cyprus. And there's another big boat coming in as well, so don't click off just yet. It's coming back into shore. They've been out on their morning cruise, and of course now they're coming back in. These guys are going to have a great time indeed. And of course they are now probably going to jump into a swimming pool or the blue Mediterranean Sea. Remember their little adventure of a lifetime in downtown Ayia Napa. Ayia Napa Harbour on a spectacality of an afternoon indeed. If you like what you see, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels in and around Cyprus. And as I say, this week we're in downtown Ayia Napa. On that note, if you want to see more of Mr. Paul's travels, perhaps if you like a car or two, well, I'm going to take you on my car buying and selling adventures. And of course, on top of that, you can get to watch me make a couple of bob and of course lose a couple of bob, because that's what the car trade is like, isn't it? For those of you who understand, perhaps if your name is Baron Frank, yeah, he knows, he's a car dealer, and of course he understands that now and again you can make a good profit but now and again you can lose a couple of bob, or perhaps a car can come back and bite you in the bottom. So don't forget to keep checking on YouTube for that new channel, and of course it's called Cars and Me. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who has chosen to join the little family. Hit that like, smash that subscribe, and of course I'd like to thank Lord Martin and of course his girl and our girl Lady Victoria for the coffees that they gifted us on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday there will be a new edition of Mr. Paul on Cars and Me, as he takes you on his adventures, of course buying and selling cars, repairing cars, into the body shop, into the mechanic shop. And you never know, as time goes on you might get to learn that little bit about cars, especially if your name is Lady Alison, and of course your mum Lady Enid. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys when you get off that big bird in downtown Paphos very, very soon indeed. Please don't forget to smash the like, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a single penny, but if you really, really want to keep us afloat and say a big, big thank you, why not hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and of course gift us that virtual coffee or two, or even perhaps join us as a superstar member. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you like what you see, you know what you do. Let's watch these boats dock up. These guys had a spectacality of the day indeed, there's no doubt about it, and they'll all be dancing and they'll all be prancing a little bit later in the harbour area, and perhaps up to Bar Streets in downtown Ayia Napa. Wow, what a great, great day indeed. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll look forward to your company again very, very soon